Yeah.
Casper bought it for me.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Whoa,
Wildly uninteresting
Ting.
podcast.
Ding.
Bringing it back
Ding
down.
Bringing
The
it
reign
down.
of terror is finally over.
Ish.
Yeah.
The-
Kim Jong-un is dead.
The Orange Man has been dethroned,
That's
which
right.
is pretty cool.
Yeah, I've been replaced by Uncle Joe.
Uncle Joe.
I saw a thing that Trump posted on his Twitter. Of course, everything I see is on Reddit, but he said like
Secondhand social
71,
media.
yeah, 71 million votes, more than any president ever. Which I don't know how many votes he actually got, but clearly it's not
No,
because
obviously.
you're out.
Out of here.
You're out.
But I mean, Hillary got more
here.
votes than Trump
Well,
last
yeah.
time, so
I was
But-
getting ready to stop myself.
yeah, that's cool.
Or wind myself back. That motherfucker didn't get 71 million votes.
I feel like maybe he did.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Last I saw, I think he had 69 million, so an extra 2
Damn.
million is
Okay.
nothing.
No, it's not. It's like chump change.
Joe Budden, he got
Joe Budden.
what, like 74, 75 million?
Yeah.
If Joe Budden, seriously, did he run for president?
No.
But if Joe Budden ran,
Adam.
I would vote for him.
Okay.
I would vote for Joe Budden for sure. Like you just said, like you, Joe, can I say who you voted for?
I don't give a shit.
Mr. West, Kanye West.
Mr. West, Mr. West.
I'd have loved to
Wow.
vote for him. I think it was a joke, but I mean, Biden, cousin sniffing Biden,
Yeah, that's true.
I'm okay with Kanye getting in. That's cool. But no, if Joe Budden did, I definitely would go down to the polls. And I really get a kick out of him, and he tells it how it is.
I
like
hate
Joe
people. I hate people that don't want you to know who they voted for. They're like,
Budden. Keep it a
make
secret.
go vote, make your voice heard. Who'd you vote for? I don't want to talk about it. Then you're not making your voice heard, you pussy ass fuck.
I feel like a lot of it has to do with, like, definitely Trump supporter who votes for Trump. They don't want to tell you because it's a hot button issue. Because you run into people
Who
who are
cares?
like,
If you're gonna vote for a loudmouth, you may as well sing it loud and
might as
proud.
well be
Yeah,
one, right?
for
Don't just
sure.
wear the hat and call a bunch of, don't be racist.
I was kidding. I couldn't wait to see where you were going with that.
So do you think all
I might
those?
get in trouble with that.
You think all the racist hillbillies will go like back into the shadows where they came from? Or
No, I think
are
they're
they
just
out
gonna
and
stand
about?
on the corner with their guns.
And just mad as fuck.
I wish
now.
y'all libs would.
I sent him an article right before you got here that said that
Who are
NSYNC.
you talking to?
You.
Okay. Because you were looking that way, and I was like,
Oh,
oh
sorry.
fuck,
I
don't
was
know.
trying to write, and yeah. It said NSYNC's "Bye Bye Bye" and Miley Cyrus's "Party in the USA" are like on the up and up. Like people are listening to that shit like crazy.
Oh yeah.
It's like that's a very interesting article. I'm really glad that they wrote it.
It's not true
pretty
though,
sweet.
right? That's just
No.
It's a good correlation between the two songs.
No,
being-
it's absolutely true.
Absolutely true.
Maybe
Yeah.
people are playing them like loudly at rallies and shit.
Hey, maybe it counts double if they play it loudly.
Loudly.
It does.
Yeah.
But no, I swear to God, it's a true statement.
True
I don't
statement.
doubt it. Everybody's excited.
He doubts me.
I think people are pretty excited. I was driving a back road.
I got rid of it already.
A back road in rural Kentucky,
Yeah.
and these people that had spent, they spent a lot of money. The big banners that go across your fence line,
Yeah.
big Trump 2020 big banners. They spent all that money for that shit, and Trump is no longer. They're like sitting there with their shotgun, drinking their Bud Light, just like I can't wait.
It's like whenever Brad paid a bunch of money to go see the Patriots play in the Super Bowl and then they lost.
It's exactly like that.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
It's such a crapshoot, man. And you're right. The people that don't want to talk about it and keep it secret, it's maybe that's an old mindset, an old way of thinking, an old teaching.
Yeah,
Like,
but,
don't tell your
you know,
vote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna vote. Yeah.
It's like your birthday wish not coming true if you don't say it out loud. Like,
I
what's the
don't
difference?
know any young person. I haven't spoken to a younger person who wasn't
Wouldn't tell you?
willing to tell me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Unless
have.
like the
It's-
situation was inappropriate or something, and like they tell me later, but
Yeah, I've had people that they're like, oh no, I don't talk politics. It's like, just tell me who you voted for.
Yeah, I'm not asking if you're a Republican or a Democrat. I want to know who you actually voted for.
I wonder why is it that like when you talk politics or religion or anything like that, a lot of times it escalates into a fight or an argument. Why does it have to be that? Are we just like is that a childish mindset or
people are so hung up on the idea of like trying to turn it into a conversion. Like you can't just talk about your stance on something without trying to force the other person to believe what you believe.
I want you to be on my side, be a part of my tribe.
And then if people don't want to talk about like their reasoning for stuff, I just assume they either don't have reason.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, well, I mean, I just do, you know?
Yeah.
Like if you ask a child, like, why did you say that? I don't know. Why did you vote for that? I don't know. Or on the other hand, I assume they're too stupid.
Yeah.
Why'd you take that cookie when I told you couldn't have a cookie?
As much as I'm so glad it's over because customers that I was working in their house, of course, they have it playing on I work for a lot of older customers that have it playing on their TV. And they have a bunch where like the people would call in and they'll give their opinion on shit. Most of them were Trump supporters who were sitting at home collecting like unemployment and shit. And they're like, just the dumbest fucking things come out of their mouth. And it's almost like torture listening to these people. But they're always like, abortion, legal or illegal, church, God. Guns. Like they don't even make sense when they're talking, and they don't have any amount of resource to back up what they're saying about one side or the other. Like they'll talk shit about Amy McGrath, which I'm sad that she didn't win. It'd have been nice to see
It'd been nice.
Yeah, just to see what the change would have done. But they don't have
less hypocrisy.
Yeah,
a little less.
A little.
She's a Marine, not a saint.
Yeah,
that's what I was. Told him is it really doesn't matter. I mean, for real, I'm grateful that Trump is out, but really, I just need a facade that everything is okay.
Yeah,
and that's not here presently. Everything else, it doesn't fucking matter who's there.
You know, maybe that's why we felt like Bill Clinton was so good.
Yeah,
because he gave you that facade. He would play the saxophone, make you feel real nice about America.
Plus, I mean, we were like 12.
Yeah, and we were
so everything was peachy then.
Bitch, that had nothing to do with it. I was so mature.
So mature for a 12-year-old. That's probably more of what everybody's is like. Whoever can give the best story or the best pitch is who's probably going to win. You know what I mean? Like Trump gave us a great story in the beginning or whatever and made it entertaining for the dumb people, you know, and everybody was on board with that. But now, you know, Biden, his interviews are terrible, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, he's almost on his way to kicking the bucket anyways. Like, and like Sarah said, it might make history again. Kamala Harris taking the seat as president. That would be awesome. Now I don't know how how everything's gonna go with
I
him.
assume based on the fact that she wanted to like arrest parents, for like not sending their kids to school and shit,
Yeah, dude. I love that.
Like,
no.
I have mixed feelings about it.
You mean like right now or like in general?
Like in general.
Oh, absolutely, you should.
I don't feel that way about that.
I mean, let's say you got a single mom.
Okay.
She's got to go work 2 jobs to keep her kids fed.
Mm-hmm.
How's she supposed to make them go?
Right.
Well,
ooh.
Here's what sucks.
Ooh.
Here's what sucks about this, because I feel it's different if you take your kid and your kid dips out or, doesn't show up or leaves halfway through. That's not your fault. If you're just not taking your children to school, that's the fuck on you. But
they have buses.
Yeah. Well,
and it's my understanding that she wanted to blame them even if
that's what I'm saying.
Dipped.
If we've learned anything from any of those type of situations, like as far as like abortion or that, like there is no gray areas. So if your kid didn't go, they're just gonna lock you. Like you know that gray area never works out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It never does. Like if she says we're gonna lock him up, it don't matter if you have 2 jobs or not or whatever. Same way with the deadbeat dads that don't pay child support, but they don't look into the history of the deadbeat dad and how much he's paying and you know what I mean? How much he paid before or the hard times he's coming up on. Mm-hmm. There are gray areas with a lot of things that I feel like people their policies overlook. You know what I mean? They don't look into your history, just what's on paper. Mm-hmm. With a lot of those things,
it is a big part of a lot of problems. Is
I don't want it.
It's all just what's on paper, and unfortunately, people aren't. It's not that clean cut,
right?
At all. Yeah. If you look at us on paper previously, we were fucking awful. Which
I still don't know
and
how
not
we
on
got a
paper,
mortgage.
we were fucking awful. But
on and off paper, just wretched.
But that doesn't mean anything now. I mean,
indeed, you got to go through some shit to get to some gold.
Yeah.
And I feel like for a lot of people, like, you know, you're saying like in our bad time, right? Mm-hmm. I think like a year or two in a progressive way, we changed an insane amount, right? In like, so let's just say 2 years, right? Mm-hmm. The amount of stuff we did, the job, doing things right. I feel like they put too much time on deciding if you're fit for whatever at this point, right?
Right.
Just like when you take out a bankruptcy and they make you wait like 7 years to get another loan or some shit, like, or if you default on a card or some shit, they'll hold you for years.
Yeah.
And it's like,
think like it's an extreme example, but let's say you have a kid,
yeah,
and you want a babysitter, but like 6 years ago, the babysitter that you're looking at killed a kid.
Yeah.
Are you gonna say, all is forgiven? I'm sure you won't kill my kid. Are you gonna think, give it another
what
year?
What are the circumstances?
Yeah, I just said it have to be the.
What'd the kid do?
Did that kid eat your chips?
What did he deserve?
Yes.
He had it coming. Fuck him.
It sucks though, because really, if she really did want to lock people up, no matter what, like your kid's not in school, you get locked up, there's no way to know why that kid's not in school. I mean, you can say, I told him, I got him up, I drove him there, and he left, but is it true?
Is that true?
It's really like, I hate the idea of that kind of policy. I mean, at the same time, it's like, I want to have the test where you're like, oh, you get to pass this kind of shit to be a parent.
Yeah.
And if they wanted to say, hey, your kid's not going to school, we're going to shoot it in the face. I'd be like, great, shoot it in the face. That's just less people.
Yeah.
But if you want to lock up a parent for that, it's like,
Yeah. It is, I guess now, when you've kind of talked to me a little bit, I think it's insane. Well, and when I was working as a counselor, I had a couple parents who were about to get in serious trouble because their kids weren't going to school.
I say our state takes it pretty harshly anyways.
I remember them thinking that it was crazy. Yeah.
They need you there though. That's what I'm saying. I think there's a grander picture to all that. Like, they need the kids there for a state. Like, I don't know.
They want the funding.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have so good attendance with so many kids, then they cut your funding.
Right. They don't even care if you're like passing or anything. They're just like, we'll just push you through in an LD
there's
class.
LD.
LD
he's black or Mexican. Throw him in LD.
Throw him in LE. That's
goodness.
It's just baffling. Same with like jobs and stuff like that. I just feel like they're gonna allow you to keep having kids, right? They don't care because they just need bodies. Like, they need an amount of people to do the shitty jobs on the social ladder, so that it pays for the taxes and for all the shit that the state wants to do. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like we're all stuck in that loop, that hamster wheel. And but there's just different classes. I think people with the good jobs, lawyers, doctors, stuff like, I still think they're in they're in the hamster wheel. They're just on a different rung of the ladder in that hamster wheel. You know what I mean? We're all part of that system. They're just higher up, right? And then they can treat people beneath them worse off because the government treats them where, you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like we're all part of it.
To a ladder, because if it's a hamster wheel, everybody's on the bottom every point.
What if it's a ladder within a hamster wheel, though? Going round and round.
Okay, so we're on. Yeah, all right. I can get behind that.
But
It's
I
a
just
very
feel like
weird hamster wheel.
school would be the
Ladder.
same way, right? I mean, you would still have the same issues. They just need bodies in the seats to get the funding. Like, just like No Child Left Behind. Like, you don't even have to pass school anymore, and they'll fucking they'll just make it just enough. We'll fudge the numbers a little bit to get you out of here, because
That seems like a weird policy, like at this point, to like come from Republicans.
Yeah.
Considering how little they seem to care about like people's feelings and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like No Child Left Behind. We don't want them to feel bad about themselves.
Right.
Because that seems to be what it really is at the heart of it. I mean, why wouldn't you want to leave somebody behind that doesn't understand something?
Do you want some?
No. I could just hear it in the thing.
Well, yeah. It
I
makes
just saw his
sound.
face. I was like, oh my God, what is happening behind me?
I ate M&Ms.
You got a problem with M&Ms, boy?
Yes.
You mad they're not nasty Skittles?
That's right.
Yeah, I wish I had a whole handful of those zombie Skittles just to shove in my mouth right now. Terrible.
They're good.
Yeah, man,
It
but
does seem like a very odd.
okay, let's just say, No Child Left Behind. We push kids through no matter what they're getting. So what's the benefit to the world of doing that? Right?
I'd love to know.
Like, I'm asking as far as like a hypothetical, not even a hypothetical. It is like a real life hypothetical. I don't know how to say it. But like, what is the benefit in the grander picture? Is it so that they push those kids through so that they do the menial jobs in warehouses or whatever it is, or
It seems that way.
so that we don't want to fuck with them, just let them be garbage.
If you're going to have something like No Child Left Behind, it seems like you'd have to actually make the education system better.
That's, I think, in theory, yeah.
Yes.
They just push him through.
Yeah.
We're not leaving anybody behind. But he's got 2 broken legs. Let
Just
the
drag
alligator
'em.
eat him. No?
Drag 'em. No, I feel like that's what I'm getting at. Like, you think that they would implement things inside of public schools to make that a possibility. No Child Left Behind. Well, okay, let's like bump up however we teach. All right, in certain classes, we're going to need 2 teachers to hands-on with the kids that need hands-on. Don't put them in the LD class yet. There's still hope. Let's give them 2 teachers and we'll be fine. But you get what I'm saying? Like, I just don't understand the benefit of pushing kids through other than just adding bodies. And, those people are more likely to have children at a younger age because of the low education. So then there's more bodies to be pushed through the system. So I don't know. Maybe it all works together.
They're not doing anybody favors. They're not doing society a favor by doing that. They're not the kid, the parents, like nobody benefits from it.
I get it now.
That's what it is.
I don't know,
It's
just
trying
if
to
they-
fuck us all up.
Yeah, because, they want worse education, so we have dumber masses that are voting the shit, and
Yeah.
not paying attention, and then you push them through. Dumb kids become dumb adults.
Absolutely.
And then they
Having
pass it
dumb
on to
shit
their
kids.
kids.
Yeah.
Now the kid's fat and dumb. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, dude.
It makes sense now.
Yeah, that's
All
what
right.
it is. See? Republicans.
Yeah. Evil geniuses.
Yes.
I just don't.
And the Democrats, let's give all the poor people houses.
That's the same as they pulled all of like trades and stuff like that out of and home ec and all that out of schools. Like, what was the benefit in their mind? I want to know what the benefit of that was, not for us or society, but what was the benefit for the government in that sense, or for the state? Like, they benefit, like whatever move they make, it benefits the state and those in power, right?
Well, you see, I'm
Bottom line.
hoping that it's based on the idea of if we hit with as many kids with math and science as hard as we can, we'll get more geniuses that way. We'll
Yeah.
find out the people that can advance all those fields. And then if somebody wants to do woodworking, that shit hasn't changed in 100 years.
Oh,
So they can
okay.
just go learn it in a weekend.
Yeah. So they're just they can go do that if they want.
Yeah.
We need to teach. If that was the case, though, don't you think we would take after, like, say the Chinese? Like, I feel like their 12th grade, or their like 5th grade is our 12th grade. That's how I kind of feel, because you have a lot of our advancements come from overseas. Like, we don't have a lot of geniuses that you know what I mean? Like, we don't have a lot of chance in that fight because our educational system, unless you go to a private school, is kind of jacked. And I don't know how good it is in private because I've never been.
Well, I would say I could be wrong. I feel like Casper went to a private school.
Yeah.
And I feel like she got about the same education through high school that I got with college attached to it. So
Okay.
it's got to be better.
I think too that you would get more attention, I guess. They're probably smaller class sizes, more focused, so you can get more help. I mean, they have that stuff in public school, you know, extra assistance and things like that, but I don't know. I guess you have to ask for it.
So luck of the draw too, though, with like a teacher who gives a shit that's not getting paid, you know, to do it,
right.
but just needs to be an educator. You know what I mean? Like that's
private schools. They're typically religious.
yeah.
So I mean, maybe the students are just praying. Maybe prayer in school is what helps the grades.
I'm sure that's probably what it is.
Isn't that right?
Yeah.
Rosemary,
Exactly.
Lita.
They said enough Hail Marys to pass 12th grade. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
You got it, F. Go ahead. Yeah,
You
say
know,
some Hail Marys.
That always baffled me. So something else about the educational system is I went to JCTC, right? So it was a subset of U of L's curriculum. So JCC was the community college version of U of L. But U of L instructors would teach at JCC with the same curriculum
Yes.
as the university. But we were told that if you go and apply for a job, you know, one person has the community, one person has a university, that they look at the university degree better because you have more sense of community
It's because you
between
spent
people.
more money.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
But literally, they were breaking it down. We looked at the curriculums because they wanted you
It's
to
the
know, like,
same
you're
shit.
getting the same education. You're getting a college education, right? But it's just not viewed the same once you go into the workplace. And I was like, ain't that is completely fucked.
Well, that's just evidence that it's just a business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you can see that. But,
Also, the price of tuition increasing constantly is proof that it's a business.
oh, yeah, man.
This guy paid for a better service.
Yeah.
Let's take care of this guy.
It does seem silly, though, because, I mean, like IUS, if you graduate from there, you get an IU diploma, like degree, sorry.
Right.
But whatever.
That's what you get for graduating from IUS instead of IU.
There's no difference. It doesn't say like Southeast, like on the bottom.
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Southeast?
Yeah.
Okay. Jesus
I just thought it was
Christ.
S. Oh.
But you know, I think that it should have been the same thing for JCC and U of L. If it's the exact same curriculum,
Same, yeah.
it's the same shit, then
Yeah.
you should get that degree.
And I wonder what the sense of community is different from a university to community, because the way I look at it,
Community, they just let anybody in.
yeah, but university, see, you go, a lot of people live on campus, stuff like that, so you're forced into this university of college students, right? But in my time in college, in a community college, I worked 2 jobs, went to school, because one job would only do it would work around the schedule, and the other one I could take after my classes to make up. And I lived in my own apartment, so I was more well-rounded, I feel, than somebody who went to university, because I had to pay for everything out of my pocket instead of live on campus, do the university life.
That makes sense. Then that you would have more, I guess, world experience.
Right.
But somebody that went to university and stayed on campus, it's like they had more time to just stew in it. If
Okay.
you make a badass chili, you take 8 hours. That's university. You're like a 2-hour chili.
Yeah, just dump in those seasons.
Dump it in. It's hot.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
It's pretty good.
Didn't have time to sit.
Fill you up.
Didn't
Same.
have time.
Filled you up.
That chili's still gonna drug and rape you. It just didn't take as long to make.
Oh, shit.
But there's just more emphasis, I guess, placed on it, because it seems like people that go to community college, not to rag on them, but they do seem a little less smart. and not having the time to just sit around campus and do nothing.
And educate yourself.
Yeah, because it just seems like there's a different mindset to it.
Yeah.
So if you're going to university, and it's like, okay, I'm going for this life experience. I'm gonna spend time on campus. I'll come across things that I would normally see. If you're going to community college, I tend to just think of somebody showing up, going to class, going home.
Yeah.
They're not just chilling around to see what happens.
Right. I wish if I had the time back to like go to college and that, man, like right out of high school, have FAFSA pay for it all, whatever. I would do it over and I would go to university. That way because I feel like the 4 years, not if you go beyond that, but those 4 years are precious in the sense that like the world's opened up.
Yeah.
Your mental is opened up because now all these possibilities arrive. Well, now you have the time to focus on those possibilities and bring them into fruition. The only bad thing about life is you learn, I know at 30 the questions I had at 20. Like they're answered now.
Yeah.
But if I had the answers then, I could have made better choices for my well-being. But a 20-year-old's mindset only knows, I only know the answers to when I was 15. Like, I get it. Like,
Right.
I think that way sometimes. But then I think if I knew the shit in my 20s that I know now, I just would have thought, well, who gives a shit?
Oh, yeah.
And then done nothing with it.
Did nothing with it. Yeah. I can see it going that way, too, for sure. That's a hard one. But I was always wondering about the whole university thing.
And not to crap on you. You might be different from me. I know we think a lot of the same things, and we have the same length of legs and same eye color and stuff, but I think we're different people.
Yeah. Quite. That's there's a lot of things like that though, but I feel like because I was in the trades right before I got out of high school. I was in the trades. But I had to go and find that and go to a company that would allow me to. And I thought I hated it. Like I hated it. Now I love it because I got back in on my own terms. I wanted it. I wanted to learn it. But at that young age, man, I was just like, life can't just be this. And I guess 10 years later, I'm like, well, I'm just accustomed to this shit now. I'm like, well, it's gonna have to be this way, so you might as well just be comfortable. No, but I guess I wish that high schools, even if they don't have the trades anymore, that they would at least show people the option of the trades, because you can make a hell of a lot of money and not have any school debt. Why even try? Because I knew I wasn't going to college. I was terrible at it. And then I tried for 3 years, racked up debt when I could have been working in the trades for all those years, saving up money.
Making money.
Yeah, or making money, yeah.
You got to make it to save it, so yeah.
I just wish that even if they didn't have the classes, they at least had like a class a year where everybody attended, and they gave the option, like, this is an option. It's a really good one. It's I took college courses to become an electrician, so technically I have a college credits and all that. Right. But I wish they would tell younger people that.
I feel like this came up on, I don't know, there's some group on Facebook that I'm a part of, and a guy mentioned it, and he was like, I wish they would have talked about technical schools and all the options and stuff. And I was like, well, at mine they did.
Yeah.
We had Prosser or whatnot. And you could go do that, and then somebody was all, not every school has the money for that. I was like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
But even if the options were there, I don't know about with you and like the people around you, but maybe it's just my stuck up ways, but like the idea of technical stuff and like learning a trade, I was like, fucking idiots, go to college. Like, who wants to work on cars or build houses?
Yeah.
I want to learn.
I was in that mindset.
I want to read,
Yeah.
And then it turns out, whatever.
Yeah. No, at that time, like, I was definitely in the same mindset, and I took the job just because it was offered to me by my cousin at the time. Right. And the fucked up thing was I hated it so much just because of him in general, right? I feel like I would have done better without it. But I had that mindset, like, this this is bullshit. Like, this is trash, garbage work, you know.
Yeah.
I need to go to college and read and learn and stuff, and then I can be this great whatever. And then, you know, and then
I'll be the next Aristotle.
Yeah.
And a doctor.
And a
I think, though,
doctor.
it just really depends. Everybody learns differently. So the trades are some shit that working on cars is some shit that some people, they can master. They're like, oh, this just makes sense to me. It's
Right.
like they are a car and they get
I
it
am a
so
car.
much.
Listen to that rattle. It's obviously this.
Yeah, it's
Right.
It's crazy.
Right.
And then some people just cannot, like, I think if I did it enough, I think that I could take a car apart and put it back together.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. But not everybody could do that. They're like, I could read about it. I could tell you all the parts once I read it out of a book, but I couldn't actually build a car.
I'll say that. Yeah, you're completely right. That there was that girlfriend of mine.
Was that a boy? Why are you winking?
Oh, it was my ex-wife. So my first
Oh.
wife. I didn't want to bring up. Now they know.
Whore!
Whore.
A dead whore?
Whore.
Whore.
So
All right, anyway.
she was, I mean, could do school and college, all that, with her hands tied behind her back and blindfolded. She was smart. Smarter than anybody. Just smart.
Was she beautiful?
I'm
just kidding.
No,
Continue.
not now. I might have thought so then, but
He has a very specific type, and she is definitely that type.
but she was super smart. But anything beyond a school book or outside of the classroom, my God,
So
the
wait,
dumbest person I've ever
was
met.
she smart or was she book smart?
Well, see, people always say that's just a way of like getting out of telling you yourself that you're dumb. She was book smart as fuck.
Yeah, so
But-
she could regurgitate what she was taught.
Yeah. But as far as putting into action and
Yeah.
applying it,
Yeah.
no.
And she's an idiot.
Dude, yeah,
Yeah.
dude, it was terrible.
She can pass a class, but she's a dumbass.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
some
do you
people
think
struggle with application majorly.
Do you think that school hinders people in that manner? Because it's all about you study, you read the book, you take a test, exam, and then so there's no applying those. Like, I apply numbers and measurements and then scale on prints and all that shit, right? If they would have applied the numbers to something or the geometry to something or, you know, anything,
Right.
I feel like you have a better opportunity at, you know, widening your...
Well, and that's going back to what I guess started this whole conversation, is they took all the stuff that... I'd say most places, I don't know, I haven't been to high school in a really long time, but they've removed most of the programs that allow you
Applied
to
it.
actually hands-on do
Oh.
this and not just I'm writing shit down, I'm
Why do you
reading,
think they
I
did
took a
that?
test.
I mean, what does that benefit?
It probably was too much money.
Too much money, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have to pay a special
Shit
teacher
ain't
for that
free.
shit.
Yeah.
Plus, I figured they thought, well, you know, teachers have been making money for long enough. They have solid benefits, and they only work 9 months a year.
Yeah.
Let's fuck them.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, you know, I was talking to a teacher, and they were like, what they do is they put this money into escrow, and then throughout the year, so they're actually putting money in this account, and then the rest of the months of the year that they're not working in the classroom, this escrow pays their whatever.
Right.
And then they told me how much they make, and then, you know, the benefits aren't really that good and all this other shit. And I'm just like, so why the fuck did you want to be a teacher in the first place?
Right?
Because they have a passion for teaching.
Yeah,
That's
Dad
the
always
only
really
reason.
wanted me to be a teacher.
Yeah.
I can't teach for shit, and I fucking hate kids.
You would have been great at it.
Yeah, you'd have probably been good.
Yeah, because I'd be everyone's favorite teacher because I wouldn't make them do anything because I'd be like, I don't know what the fuck this means.
Yeah. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to watch The Price is Right.
Yes, you can watch if you want.
I think a lot of
Say
things
it's
are
math
designed to keep us to keep us in a box. But we talk about that all the time, about keeping us in that realm of smart enough to pay their taxes, but dumb enough to like not ask any questions, right?
Mm-hmm.
Don't poke
No
the bear.
child left behind.
Why am I paying this tax? Don't ask that.
Don't ask.
Yeah.
No, don't do
Here's
that.
how to
That's
do
why-
the math on it.
That's why we weren't taught about
Is that a balance
how
sheet
much is
checkbook?
taken out and all that stuff in school anyway. I mean, we were lucky enough to have parents who taught us about it, but not everybody has that.
You know, it just hit me. I'm thinking, because
We're brother and sister.
Yeah. When did that happen? I never thought about what that meant. No, but like, you know, I've seen people complain and they're like, why didn't I learn how to do taxes in school and shit, you know? But,
Yeah.
I mean, for one, I had a math class where they taught us to do that.
Yeah.
And two, it could be like an economic choice.
Yeah.
Because if everybody knows how to do their own taxes, there goes everybody that
tax
does your
jobs.
taxes.
I guarantee that's what it is
And
because
those people need that shit.
Yeah,
I don't
dude.
remember learning it in anything. I took a shit ton of math, and I've never learned how to do the shit.
Okay, it was business math with Mr. Freeman.
Well, and
Yeah.
see, I didn't take that.
I
See,
loved it.
I had a couple teachers along the way, which I guess it was lucky in that. One about the checkbook, how to balance and stuff like that. Another one taught us how to, on his own terms, taught us how to do play the stock market. So
Yeah.
how to interpret what's going on in the stock
yes.
market. But I think it takes somebody who actually gives a shit enough to be like, all right, here's the curriculum. Let's get this out of the way so that I can teach you something you're actually going to use. Like,
Yeah.
That's what Mr. Strauss did that our senior year. He let us, you know, you could pick stock and you watched it and
And
you
you
had to,
wa- yeah.
yeah. And
yeah, that's
It was
exactly
cool.
what he did.
my brain just like puked on me and was like, and don't make me do this.
That's awesome. I liked that.
Yeah.
Because we did that, Will Danner and I did that like in 4th grade with Mr. Neer.
Yeah.
And then we did it again with Mr. Strauss. And I was like,
Yeah.
I made money both times.
Yes.
Fuck y'all.
And they make it as like a game too. Ours did, and then you got to hang your fucking
Yeah.
whatever up on the wall and shit. So it was competitive in that sense. It made sense at the time. I don't remember none of it. I mean,
Right.
I know the stock market, but I don't. You know, fuck that. Like,
Right.
it don't matter to me. Like, I'm not gonna play it. Like, I'm
Play.
not gonna play that
like
shit.
it's
Like
the
it's-
lottery.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like it's
Don't
the
make
lottery.
God. We're
Isn't
brother
it
and
though?
sister.
We are.
Isn't
Wait
it
a
kind of the
minute.
lottery?
Hmm?
Isn't it
is.
kind of the lottery? It
It's
might have better
investment.
odds. Yeah.
Investment.
Investment lottery.
Belief.
Yeah, but if somebody tells
Protection.
you to
So
pull
it's
your money
religion.
out before that
religion.
stock crashes, you could go to prison.
Yeah.
Just on a cool little tip somebody gave you.
A cool little
Yeah.
tip.
Hey, bro, you might want to pull your money out because I'm going to. You might go to prison for that. Ain't that crazy?
Well, yeah.
No.
You didn't play by the rule. That ain't even like a rule. Like somebody just tells you, yo, you might want to take your money out, right? That's illegal.
No, it's because they know how easy it would be to manipulate the system, ruin the entire world, and have 3 dudes sitting in Bermuda.
I always wondered if just sitting in Bermuda. So I just saw the image of 3 dudes sitting there and the whole world burning.
Hell yeah.
I never really thought about it, but I assume that insider trading, basically, if you're going to get in trouble for doing that, you have to know, like, I've been lying for years, and it's
Yeah.
all about to come crumbling down. So I'm going to tell these couple people, get your money the fuck out of the stock, or you're
Yeah.
screwed, right?
Yeah.
Because
I would say so.
otherwise you wouldn't know for sure that it's going to crash.
I think somebody has to throw you under the bus.
Yeah.
Like
Well, I
they're
mean,
going down.
It's not
so
even
they're like,
necessarily a matter of a crash.
Yeah.
There could be like a merger coming up, and you're like, oh, this is
Oh.
definitely gonna. You
Yeah.
know?
and then it drops that stock, and then that company that was
Stock
making that move, now they're like, hold on, now we have no money to pay these people that we were making the merger. We need to see what happened here because our stock was projected to go, and then all of a sudden it dead ends and just drops. Like there's something that could be another one, and then they go after the people that are the biggest investors that pulled out.
Or
Yeah.
even like
Yeah,
Hell
a day or
yes.
2 before Apple announces like a new iPhone.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, they're about to drop the 13, invest because it's going up.
yeah,
Oh shit, you know
yeah. They get all crazy. Yeah,
that's unfair too.
and then the
That's
company's
stupid.
like, I know, dude, it is so stupid, but.
Is you want everybody to have equal playing field in that regard. Otherwise, the people that have the money are definitely going to keep all the money.
You know, you
if
say
you
that,
don't
but the government knows that these companies create shell companies and they evade taxes by having the Cayman Islands address for their shell company, and then they filter all their money through that. They know it happens, and they've made it easier for them to do it, but they make no change to the system. So I guess it just depends on who you are and how much you got in it. Jeff Bezos, I'm sure, they don't give a fuck about that guy. They're just trying to make him happy so he don't take over the world. They're like, look, chill out, bro. You can just, evade taxes. It's okay. Just don't beat us up.
Yeah.
With your AI.
Just don't release your laser
AI.
robots.
Your laser robot. I just feel like they can crack down on all that shit, but why would they? Because it plays in their favor. But when you do it, it's just like the mob when they went after him in Chicago. Like they were just playing the game the same as the government played it. So once you start doing that, and then you start doing it a little bit better, now they're after you. Like they're not going to make the benefits.
Well, it's a way
You're doing too good.
It's a way to control the lower people. It's like if you just know the ins and outs and all the technicalities, you could dance around it.
Yeah.
But if you don't, then you're fucked. It's like, here, don't try if you're not going to know everything.
Don't even try. Don't try.
I
Don't
suppose it's kind of like being in yes, it's just like that. Being good at counting cards and statistics, and then you go and you do it. If someone finds out, you're fucked. But if no one knows you're doing it, it's okay.
Yeah.
I've always wondered how you get caught counting cards.
You'd have to tell someone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're not sitting there with a pen and paper, like, huh, 4 sevens.
Right.
I
That's just
imagine,
dumb.
unless you're talking to the dealer and you're like, well, I've already seen you lay down 7 4s, and I know I need one.
Don't you feel like counting cards takes more skill and ability than actually just gambling and knowing the rules? Yep. The thing is, like you just said, is how everything else plays. You just did it too good. You bested us, and that's not how this system works.
Hell yeah. You're going to get too much money out of us, and we don't want to do that.
No. Yeah. So we can shut you down because we can say that you're suspiciously playing the game, so we're going to shut you down.
It also kind of makes sense in a sense that, the house always wins. Cool, the house stays open. If the house always loses, there's nowhere to go gamble.
That's not our fucking problem.
It will be if you're a gambler.
Only if I can't count cards.
We've never been a type of people to go and gamble. It's never it's never interested me. Even the times that for my bachelor party and stuff, we went to gamble, and I gambled somebody else's money because he didn't want to do it because it runs in the family of addiction. Even then,
I just like to watch other people gamble my money away.
Yeah. I mean, I even did pretty good, and it felt cool to win, but I wasn't like, oh man, I gotta keep doing it. I would never go on my own terms. Maybe if I was bored as fuck, that was the only thing that was open, maybe.
I kind of feel that way about the claw machine. Oh, I know I can get it this time. Oh, I know I can get it this time. Oh, I know I can get it this time.
Yeah,
I could put $100 bill in that bitch and just play. But I also was that way with shitty dope. Oh, well, this shot didn't get me fucked up. Well, this one will.
Definitely.
Well, this one will.
Chasing that dragon. I had that earlier. I started playing this game. It's Cards, the Universe, and Everything. It's a game. It's essentially like Gwent and Witcher 3, but you battle things and you have fish and there are dragons and there are whatever. There's this one card. It's the Sydney Opera House.
Yeah.
And it's only available today. And you can open packs for 25 gems or whatever.
Yeah.
And you can get it. And I was just going at it like a crackhead. I'm getting it. I don't even need it, but I'm getting it. And then I got it. And then I quit. So basically, that's just a flex that I got the Sydney Opera House.
Yeah. It's those games play on that. Sarah used to play one that you had to you get gems and stuff like that, but they would make it to where it cost so many gems you were gonna have to buy them to play at all, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe we need to create a game like that and just have people attached to it. It's the same as gambling and stuff. You want to be the better player, so how do you do that? Well, you could pay $100, get all these gems and tokens.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, I'll do that. Fuck trying to be good at the game or waiting, months.
I'm too stupid for talent. I'll just buy my way.
I'm just going to buy it. And it gives you a sense like, because like there's a lot of things in life that you wish you could just go flex and buy and stuff like that. But in that game, you could do that, like, because it's pretty cheap, in a manner of speaking. It's like 20. Would you say $20 or something? How much was it?
No, I mean each pack was 25 gems, but I think you can get like 200 for like, I don't know, $3 or $4. I forget. Yeah.
So that's a cheap price to go flex. You know what I mean? So you pay that. How many people do you think, paying that? Thousands. Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. And there's nothing tactile to it. It's just in your phone. It's a little game and stuff like that. It just gives you that good feeling up here. Isn't
that's
that crazy?
all I ever want. Yeah.
That's you just need to find something that builds something to make that little thing twitch in somebody's brain.
We should just make it obvious and call it like a dopamine generator.
Yeah. Make it so blatantly obvious. Like, come and get your dopamine fix.
Yeah, come get it, stupid ass.
Stupid ass. Stupid ass. Oh, it's good.
It's good.
It's good.
What have you been doing? Where are you going? What are you doing? Are you
She's
a
over
plane now?
She's cooking.
This just in. Sarah's a goddamn plane.
She's an
airplane.
I got no volume.
Oh, I'm going to wait till you pick it up.
She ain't
Because it
saying
ding-a-dang-dongs.
The ding ding dongs.
Ding-dang-dong.
I have that plumbus chicken in the
Columbus chicken.
regular old plumbus.
Yeah, man.
Had to make sure I wasn't burning.
But with all the elections and the separation, you kind of see that ignorance come out blatantly. And it's so funny. I was at McDonald's today. That's why I said you think they'll go back in the shadows, because there's two white ladies in front of me, like big country corn-fed bitches. And this Mexican lady came in. She was what do they do at Dine and Dash or DoorDash? DoorDash. And she was picking up the food, but she was talking extremely loud on her phone in Spanish, right? And just, going at it. And you've seen these two bitches look at the lady, and you could just see the racism oozing out of their face. Yeah. Like, they wanted to say something, but I'm like...
Go back to China, bitch.
Yeah. But now that Trump's not... They're like, I don't know if I can get away with being racist now.
I don't have someone supporting me.
Yeah. Yeah, Trump's not president now. Biden is. But I guess, though, now pedophiles can come out of the woodwork at this point because of Biden,
Kid sniffers are going to feel free.
Yeah, they're going to be like,
That's
it's cool. The president does it, bro.
Does it?
Racists did that. They were like, it's cool, dude. Trump just said it on TV last night. We're good. I can say the N-word.
I think
my
we
black
need
friends.
to recount the votes. I think Trump really won.
Get out of here.
I'm joking.
Yeah,
He is. He does sound like a big ass baby on TV, though. He's like, nope, that's it. He's just like a kid that didn't get his candy. He's just like, nope.
He truly doesn't get how big of a bitch he sounds like.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Or he just doesn't give a shit.
He's on Twitter and shit. Like, just fucking tweeting it up.
He might as well say, I'm a baby. I didn't win, and it makes me mad.
He does look like a big ass baby, though. Put a diaper on him, dude. He fits right in.
Have you ever seen a picture of him as a baby?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I
ridiculous.
haven't. Damn, fuck both of you.
It is ridiculous. But I think, too, that's why I told Sarah, I said, I really, truly want Trump to be the only, former president that doesn't get, like, the Secret Service and the paycheck for the rest of his life and all that. Because I don't feel like he deserves... I just think the stupidity in America won that one. You know what I mean? I think they outweighed him just by a little bit or whatever, however it went down. I just don't feel like he was our president. I still don't feel like that. I don't feel like I can say that he was... What was he, the 47th?
45th. Yeah.
The 45th president of the United States. I just don't feel that way. Like internally,
it does kind of feel like a pocket universe opened up.
Yeah,
and we sunk in, saw what it was like. We're like,
we gotta get the fuck
out.
out.
Let's get out of here.
Snap back into
this
reality.
This place sucks.
Damn.
Only the racists and the business tycoons like it.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's an overgeneralization. I do kind of hate it when, like, all the extreme left people shit all over the Trump supporters.
Yeah.
And they lump them all in together.
Yeah.
Because, some people do just vote based on the economy.
Yeah.
Or based on the fact that Republicans tend to be pro-life, we'll say.
Yeah.
But I hate lumping them all in together.
Yeah.
Because
No,
there are
you're-
some
I'm
intelligent
with
Trump
you.
supporters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very intelligent Trump supporters.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
No, I'm just saying,
Well-
like, generally speaking, they do, and a lot of it
I'm
too.
kidding.
No,
It
that's
bases
not.
it
no.
on like
You'll tell my man you disagree with him.
like your upbringing and shit. If you've always voted for that party, and you just have to, it's instilled in you like we don't vote for nothing but Democrat or whatever. Then that plays a role in it too. And they could be smart as fuck, and and it's so hard for people to go against their coding that they just can't do it.
'Cause, I mean, with Democrat voters, like whenever they didn't like Hillary, they're like, oh, it's a lesser of two evils. So, with the Republicans thinking, oh, it's a lesser of two evils, at least he's not Hillary.
Yeah, I said it's true.
What were you saying?
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, we have friends who are Trump supporters, and some of them I genuinely respect as a person,
Right?
and I think they're decent, and it just doesn't make any sense to me how you could be a relatively intelligent, kind, considerate, not racist,
Yeah.
fucking Trump supporter. How does it occur?
Really, I never really even thought he was racist. I just thought he was a jackass that said shit.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
without
but that's
thinking.
what a
just
racist
said it.
is. When you don't know,
Yeah.
look, for a long time, I didn't know that I was an asshole.
Yeah.
And then I realized one day, oh my God, I'm an asshole.
Yeah.
It's the same shit. When you just say horrible things and you don't think you're a racist, you're still a racist. You
But-
just don't know it.
But see, that's still projecting thoughts onto him because, we don't know him.
I guess that's true.
Yeah. I don't know
People
him
could assume
personally.
that I'm just saying jackass stuff and don't know. I know when I'm saying jackass things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe he does. Because I always fall back on the idea of whenever people say he's an idiot. It's like, he's the president of the fucking country.
Yeah.
He's not that stupid.
Yeah. Clearly,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah. No, you're completely right. I don't think there's much more to put to that. It's just
Good. Fuck Trump.
I know.
Let's talk about football.
Well, that's
Fuck football.
Another thing too is when you're watching television or stuff, and you base your opinions and ideals of what you see on television and stuff, like you just said, you don't know the guy personally, right? I don't know a lot of people on TV personally. So when I form my opinion, it's about what I see on YouTube, what I see in social media, and what I see on TV. That's not the person. Those are highlights to whatever the TV or YouTube want to spin it. Is a highlight of that, so they can make you look bad as fuck. They can make you look terrible.
Maybe that's 5% of the person.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, and that's the tough part. If you don't know him personally, but Sarah said there was only 5% or some shit in Washington.
Yeah.
Actually voted for the
Voted
guy.
for him. That shit's fucking funny.
So I feel like they're the closest to the guy, right? They're closer to the guy. They see his addresses.
Volumes.
So if they don't like him, then that speaks volumes for sure.
It screams.
Screams.
Scrams.
If they
Scream,
grew
screams.
corn in D.C., they'd be supporting him.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe,
Probably
maybe.
not. I wonder how many
Corn,
people.
DC. Come on, man.
I wonder how many people, when they call him an idiot, because when I call him an idiot, I don't know how intelligent he is or not. I just think the shit that he says is so fucking stupid. Oh, he's an idiot. I call both of you idiots, and you're not. I wonder what percentage of people think he's genuinely LD, sticking with the theme, or just a dick.
Along those lines, I'll try to defend him a little bit, hey, don't assume he's an idiot, he's president. But he also did have a casino that went out of business.
Yeah.
Hey, I
Too
got a
many
question.
people were winning. They were counting cards.
So if there's a president in office, right, and I go to try to beat the president up, I'm probably gonna get locked up in
say beat him up?
Guantanamo Bay.
Yeah.
Guantanamo Bay, right?
All right.
Okay. So former president, right? Say he gets
What's gonna
assaulted.
happen?
Is he just he's
I'm
like a
asking for a
normal guy
friend.
now, right?
No.
He's like an average everyday
Bill
dude.
Clinton is still called Mr. President.
But like
Absolutely.
if somebody were to come by and like take the charge of assaulting the guy, right? Not saying I want to be that. I'm just saying that if it was to happen, this is a hypothetical purely. Would you get
Because I
treated
know I
the
could
same?
get to him. I just don't want to.
Yeah, you wouldn't be like committing treason or anything because he's just a normal guy now. Now
I
he's out of
almost-
office. He's gonna go back to being on The Apprentice and everything. Like
Nobody's going to watch that now.
they're
I
gonna be all over
almost
it.
feel like it would depend on the former president themselves. So like I feel like if you went and you told Clinton like I have a problem with you, I don't like you, I want to fight you, like he'd probably
Let's duel.
be kind of understanding about it. But Trump, he's got lawsuits coming out his
Yeah.
fucking yin yang right now, so
that's
he's
true.
definitely gonna lock you up and do whatever he can to make sure you stay
You
there.
remember that? You know, it would be nice
Yeah.
to go back to the days where you could ask the president to a duel. Like you could be like,
Hell yeah,
"Let's
dude.
duel."
That
You remember the
reminds me-
days?
Teddy Roosevelt, boy.
Yeah, like let
Yeah.
us duel over what you just said, buddy.
What do you want about?
Did you see the oath that Kristen had to take for she was
Working
the poll?
Yeah. No.
Working the pole.
Working the
Is that
poll.
what you
I
said?
really liked
parents
the
have
idea
failed.
of reading it, but I feel like I'll get fucked up. Do you want to read it? Because it is great. It made me happy.
All right. Oath of office. What is this for? What she had to read?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do solemnly swear/affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of this Commonwealth, and be faithful and true to the Commonwealth of Kentucky, so long as I continue a citizen thereof, and that I will faithfully execute to the best of my ability the office of election official according to law. And I do further solemnly swear/affirm that since the adoption of the present Constitution, I, being a citizen of this state, have not fought a duel with deadly weapons within this state, nor out of it. Nor have I sent or accepted a challenge to fight a duel with deadly weapons, nor have I acted as second in carrying a challenge, nor aided or assisted any person thus offending, so help me God.
Yeah, isn't that
All
great?
right, that's pretty
I
awesome.
feel like that has to come from a document
Yes.
of like being in that position because dueling somebody used to be a thing with a deadly
Yeah.
weapon.
Yeah.
But you know, when did that stop? Like, when did it stop where I could present myself to the president, senator, whatever, and be like, "Hey, I don't agree with none of this shit you're saying. So let us duel. Whoever wins gets that. I'll get your position if I win
Yeah.
the duel. You don't even have to be deadly weapons with Trump. I just want to punch you in the nose
Yeah.
real hard.
It was around
See
the
what
time a whiny, like pussy ass bureaucrat type accidentally won a fight.
Yeah.
Look at that adorable bastard. He accidentally won a fight, and then he put legislation in place to say, you know what, you can't fight me for my position.
Oh, I got
And then
you,
it was all
yeah.
downhill from there.
Just like Trump saying that he was gonna like find a way to keep himself in office for like 18 years or like
Yeah.
for the rest of his life.
I truly love the idea of people still dueling. I
Yeah.
wish I told Kristen
Totally.
that I thought it's basically asking like you haven't been in a drive-by, have you? Or you haven't been the driver of a drive-by.
Well,
is
see,
what
that's
that
the thing
is.
too. I think with if we allowed the duels to still go on, right? Then you just settle it right there. You get it over with, and nobody could charge you with like assault or anything. It's a straight up like better man wins or better woman wins. That's that.
Women aren't dueling.
Bitch, I'm a duel you.
Duel you in the
I
face.
accept.
I'm a duel girl. Just,
But you know what I'm saying? Like, we need to go back to a time where you could settle it. Like, when you wrong me,
Yeah.
now I can't do that because you can call it, you can assault,
demand
all that shit, sue
satisfaction.
me, all that. We need to go back to a time where I can fucking duel you, and then you can choose to accept or deny. If you
Yeah.
deny, then everybody just gets to call you a bitch and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But you can deny.
public heckling.
Hell
Take
yeah.
them to the town square. You're a bitch.
Let the square have Adam.
The world.
Oh.
I heard it and it hit my teeth, and I was like, what happened?
What's occurring?
Oh, I don't know. I think
I think I
got loose
ruined
on him.
it.
I think it's just
All right.
lean forward because it's probably gonna keep doing it. for
It's
now.
okay. There we go.
Oh, sorry.
Game on. Oh, let me
That
talk
was
to it
good
like this.
shit.
I think it's kind of funny that we want to go back to a time of dueling,
Yeah.
but then we talk about like crime in the inner city. We'll say it's like why do they always have to shoot each other? Why can't they just duke it out like men?
Yeah.
Yes.
But let's duel.
Hey, but we don't want to shoot each other. We want to have like
true.
a sword fight or a
Oh, I
nunchuck
was
Or a
fight.
thinking,
baseball.
You have like a
fight.
pellet gun or something, you know?
Oh, that'd be alright too, because then you're just putting an eye out or some shit. Like, how many people actually
Or shooting
die
you in the
from a pellet
fucking
gun?
ear, point blank.
Did you get
bitch.
shot in the ear point blank?
Couch did.
Oh,
Our BBs,
ugh, Couch
the
is a
plastic
bitch.
ones, they were.
We need to have him on again and tell him how worthless he is.
Oh, awesome! I'm down. Couch, come on now.
Yeah,
After you get done with
in
COVID,
2 weeks.
isolate yourself first.
If
Hell
you're still
yeah.
alive, then you fucking bastard.
If
No,
not,
man.
we'll come and do it on your deathbed.
Yeah.
Come
Love
and
you,
do it.
Couch.
Over
Very
your
ready
dead
to-
fucking body.
Yeah.
Ready to eat. I'm ready to
Yeah.
eat some food,
I
dude. It's
gotta
been a
make some
long day.
Brussels sprouts still, but yeah.
Yeah, we knocked out some shit today,
Food's cool.
boy.
Yeah.
Got vehicles washed, trees cut down, like champs, bro.
I didn't do that stuff.
Gutters cleaned. I was
Gutters
like, shutters.
clean.
What's the word?
The roof shutters.
No, man. That was
Yeah.
it. Hell, I think it's like episode
Hell.
84.
84.
Hell.
Hell.
Yeah.
Hell. No, man. That's episode 84. I think we're going to end it there because I'm getting super hungry. It's been a long day.
Big long day.
Anybody
Don't
else
do
got anything?
Oh, man.
No,
Awesome.
I don't think so.
Episode 84. If you made
Hang
it
on,
this
wait.
far.
Let me think out loud.
All
No, no one wants to hear that shit. Ian and I
Alright.
got friendship bracelets.
Friendship. Yeah, man, that was episode 84. Like, subscribe, share. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Thank you for enjoying this. Again, this is Ian. That's Sarah. This is Adam. Thank you
Adam.
for listening.
Adam.
Skibbity.
Skibbity
Wildly uninteresting podcast.
Skibbity
podcast.
bop bop.
Everybody needs to die.